Go to Grand Rapids. He's got a parody. He's got a song. Let's find out what it's about. Again, if you're going to sing on this show, you better have a good theme or a good topic, and apparently he does. Mike in Grand Rapids. Mike, what's up? How are you?
Jimmy, good. How you doing, my man?
Great.
Listened for years. Hey, and always look forward to noon when I can flip it on and hear that bumper music come on. And one day last fall, I remember doing that. A particularly bad day driving around work, and I heard Jay Stu come on and say that Rome's not here today, and Moore wasn't in the studio. Well, it turned out he was late, and so I flipped the channel, and there was a Bill Withers song on. And I've been singing this since then, but haven't been around a hard line because I do have a job, so didn't want to hang on the cell and have it slaughtered, so went a little something like this. Ain't no jungle when Jim's gone. A feeling pimp commands a day. There ain't no jungle when Jim's gone. Jim's gone too long. Anytime he goes away. J. Moore's late to host the show.
Ain't no jungle when he's gone. Yeah, he gave it a shot. Thought he had some possibilities. See, Stu told us the song starts slowly, but then soon starts to kick ass, but it never did start to kick ass. That's how I thought that last parody was going to go. It started slowly, but I had Stu in the back of my mind saying, wait for it now, wait for it. It's going to start to kick ass. But like Stu's song, that song never did either. Stu was at least wasted. A man here sounded stone cold sober. And he gave it a shot. I put it out to you. You wanted it. You went thumbs up. He got run.
Commands a day.
He said he'd been sitting on that for months.
When Jim's gone. Jim's gone too long. Anytime he goes away.
Way to hold that note, but...
Welcome back on the train, gang. Awesome find. Awesome find. Way to hold a note there, Grand Rapids. Welcome, folks. February monthly Stucknut recap. February's supposed to be a short month. It was a long-ass one for us. Lots of traveling, lots of getting sick, lots of hanging out in SoCal, Cozumel, doing shit, having a good time. Thanks a lot for tuning in on this festivities. What's up, Jim? On this festivities of Tuesday evening, which is the February monthly Stucknut recap show. I'll give you all the number to call in just a second. First things first, I am gracious enough to be participating in this radio show with Steve at Steve in H-Town, Stucknut, if you need to know him, the brand. Of course, we have, and
Stucknut's in.
Stucknut is in. Our executive producer of this show is just, there's no way around it. He's been a friend of mine forever. He's my brother, and everybody knows how I feel about my brother. But, man, we got one of the best freaking executive producers in the business, and I got to bring up at Hedstrom Bacon. Sir, I know you're not doing too well, but, dude, thanks for everything you do and taking the time to help this baby out, brother. How you doing, man? What's up with you?
Hey, Bacon.
I'm doing all right. The voice is a little shot, but I'm all right.
You see too much hanging out with the fish and eels, and you can't touch that coral, right? You'll kill it, something like that?
Yeah, you can't touch it.
Man, dude, I didn't touch it when I was in Cozumel. I don't think I did, but I might. What happens if you do touch it? I mean, do they? Because I think I might have done it, Hedstrom. I don't know. You know, just like
it feels real squishy.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have done it, brother.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah, thanks, man. Just don't tell my little secret, all right?
No.
Don't tell that I touched the coral in Cozumel. But anyway, what a ride we've had. We basically, on a personal note, January and February are travel months for us in the particular business that I chose to be in. And it's good to be back home in Texas. We were in the mid-70s today. Tonight's in the 60s. We're doing well back home. Cold as shit in SoCal, Hedstrom. Cold as shit.
Right. I saw that. I was surprised at how cold it was.
Surprised enough to where you go to the Target or any place else to try to buy a beanie, for your head, because I didn't have one, obviously, and they were sold out, dude.
Oh, man. You know what was cool? I'll get into it later on, but we brought down Canada beanies for the boat crew and the dive master, and they fucking loved it.
Dude, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
I posted one picture of the dive master. His name was Geyser. They pronounced it Gazer, but he said, the way he said how to pronounce it, or his name was like a geyser that shoots out of the ground. But the other guys called him Gazer, and we didn't know what to call him, so I just kept on calling him Geyser.
Yeah.
But,
was he a badass though? I mean, was he a badass diver?
Dude, the guy is just a machine. I mean, he could stay down there for days.
Really?
It's just finding shit that I'm like, how did he find that?
So does he like say, "Hey, come check this shit out," and y'all go chase him down, or what? What's his job as a dive guide person?
Yeah, it's basically what he is. He's like a guide. So you're floating along, which is nice in Cozumel because you're drift diving and you drift over the reefs, and he just points stuff out. He's got this little aluminum stick that's on like a little band, right? And he taps the back of his tank, so you hear this little in the water.
You can hear it.
Yeah, and you hear it, ding, 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 and then he'll point to whatever, and he'll find this shit. Like he found this. I got a pinned video on my Twitter feed, and in the video, I'm coming out of this little swim through cave, and he pointed out this little seahorse that was literally like an inch big, and I'm like, how the fuck did he sign? Yeah, it's just amazing. So yeah, good stuff, great stuff. But check out the video if you're so inclined. You saw it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw everything you posted. On top of that, number one, props to you for going into a cave underwater. Me will not be going to any caves underwater or above water. I am not into caves. I just think there can't be anything but good in there. They freak me out. If I saw one underwater, I think there'd be a big ass shark or something ready to beat. You're not worried about sharks, dude? That's not you worry about?
I'm not there. No, I swim. I swim with sharks in Moran. That was a big deal. But no, we saw one shark. It was a nurse shark, and in the 5 years I've been going down there, I've seen 2 reef sharks. That's it. They don't want nothing to do with you. This bullshit about these shark dives and everything that happened in the Bahamas. They go down there and they feed these things, and it's all a ruse. There's absolutely no danger whatsoever in it. It's ridiculous.
That's like fucking feeding dogs dog chow. You're fucking asking them to come, dude. If I was down there in the ocean and I was part of their world, the last thing I'd have is a big chunk of fucking sirloin on me. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, man. It's like what was that Jackass when they were going over top of the alligator pit with like raw chicken hanging from their underwear?
Exactly. No, man, I'm good. Anyway, Stucknut Radio February monthly Stucknut recap show. We have Stephen H. Town with us, the boss, the brand. I like your River Baron shirt, brother. I got one of those too. Nice River Baron shirt, sir. How you been? How you been doing, man?
Band.
Of course, man. You remember when they played for us at the Bash a couple times?
Of course, I booked them.
That's right. You were a bookie back then. How you been, Steve? How's the site? How are things going this month?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the site. That's what we did last month. So, no, it's going good.
Yeah, it's hanging in there. I've been checking in, of course. Doing things well. Anyway, we have a packed show. We have a lot of stuff to discuss this evening. We'll be going for another hour at least, and we'll be taking calls. The number to call in is 480-788-2568. I'd like to seriously welcome Alvin DeLaurel, Adam Hawk, and of course Jim Rome. I know they're listening. Thank you guys for all your props on our show, and we appreciate you listening.
And all your SoCal buddies too. Your new
I'm going
SoCal
to get into my SoCal buddies. I mean,
right.
That was a whole trip there, man. My SoCal trip. I just don't want it to, don't want to ruin make the whole show about us going to SoCal. But let me tell you, I'll start right there. I had a lot of business to take care of because it was a business trip, but we did make time to get down to Kit's place and check out some of the beaches, and we did a harbor tour in Long Beach. Didn't find Ray, man. He's always taking a picture like they're by a trash can or something. I was looking for it, man. I was looking for it. Anyway,
Ray was here.
Thought maybe there'd be some sort of Ray somewhere, man. I was looking forward to hanging out with him.
You mean
Long Beach-
Iafredi? Oh, yeah.
Iafredi?
You heard that guy call? Said he was gonna buy Iafredi. I was like, it's in the take box, man. Yes, you do have a take box that was this week, even though
Yes.
it's abbreviated.
Hey, so since it's going to be 4 minutes, are we going to have a complaint that it's not, it's too short? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Tom's gonna like it because the last one was too long. He said so. This one's four
You
minutes
take
of your
box,
life
it
you'll
was
never
this-
get back.
The take box it was is coming up. So we, Jan and I, y'all know my wife Jana. Well, I think you do. We rolled into to SoCal on Wednesday. We kind of did our own thing Wednesday and Thursday. Friday I had a lot of business. Saturday I had business. After the business, we took off to Huntington Beach, and we went to a little place that I've always wanted to go to, guys, because you always watch Silk do his scopes from kits, you know,
Right.
and it was the thing was, you know, hey man, we want to go just to go have a beer at Kits. If someone shows up, cool, you know. If they don't, at least we did the thing, you know what I mean? Lo and behold, we show up right when we got in the driveway. There is a '69 Camaro Super Sport / Road and Track that has the initial CEO on the front of it. I mean, Hedstrom, this thing is a fucking pimp cherry ride, dude. So
Get to ride in it?
Oh hell yeah! So we went in there, right?
Nice.
And me and Jana don't know what CEO looks like. We don't know, you know, who Randall and OC looks like. You know, we don't know who the Dick Flowers look like. You know, allegedly they're all there hanging out with us. And then we got a lot of people call us and say that they couldn't make it, which was cool. Man, no big deal.
Dick
But anyway,
Flowers, he's in the Periscope chat. There you are. We talking about kits? He says.
yes, we are. And I'll get to Dick. Dick is cool as shit. But we get there, and then I texted CEO, you know, like, hey, me and Jana are here. And so all of a sudden I see some dudes that were playing pool, right? I see some dudes start looking around, right? So I'm like, bam, there he is. So we went to introduce ourselves. The guys at SoCal Hedstrom are really cool in one way, and all of them were the same. You know, you come into their facilities, and CEO immediately was like, took me and Jana, the bartender, and the waitress or whatever, the person that served drinks, and said, his money's no good. It's all on me. Same thing that Randall said. Same thing that Dick Flower. You know what I'm saying? The guys are just cool as shit. They're in there playing pool, and pretty damn good pool players. But CEO says, hey, let's go check out the car. So I was like, all right. So I told Randall, and this was before Silk showed up. Randall and of course Dick Flowers, the Dick Flowers. You know, keep an eye on my wife, you know, because I really don't know these guys, and we're a long way from home. But I got in that fucking car, Hedstrom, and that son of a bitch. CEO took it out of the parking lot, and when he got it on the road, now these are very pretty roads in Huntington Beach, Hedstrom, you know. You're not in the barrio anymore, my friend. You know, you're in nice places. When he stuck that son of a bitch in first gear and gunned it, the back of the car went sideways. It just so all of a sudden I'm tripping out. You know, I'm holding on for dear life. We get around. He churns it, and then he says, "You want to see what it looks like on second gear?" I said, "Yeah, go for it, dude." So he chirped it hard on first, chirped it even harder on second. It still went sideways, Hedstrom. This car has like 700-something thousand horsepower. You know, it just there's not enough tire to keep it on the road. So anyway, after he tripped me out, he told me that he let Dick Flowers drive it. And I went to Dick. I was like, "Hey man, you know how it was?" And he said, "Oh, I floored it." I was like, "Yeah, I would have a hard time not flooring that bitch." But anyway, Silk showed up. Silk shows up immediately. They give him this big gobbler, badass fucking glass. They fill it full of whatever he drinks, and then Silk doing his Silk thing. It was just like I told the guys. I said, you know, I've been on the radio for like 12 years. You know, off and on, maybe like 10 years off and on. Doing my show, you and I doing a show, now this show, always talking about those cats. And then when you get a chance to meet them, they're cooler than you would think they are, guys. I mean, they're cool as shit, man.
You sort of know, like that's sort of the way things have worked out, even excuse me, with the Stucknut stuff, and meeting the people that you know who you're gonna hang with. You know who's gonna be good, and you get a vibe for it. So, but it's really cool when it comes to fruition like that. That's really cool. Now, who was the dude? Was that Randall that was wearing those massive Terminator boots?
Yes, Randall and the OC, Cooper, cool as shit. Yeah, that's the first thing he said, man. I mean, I Texas boy come in here. They don't know. You know who the hell is Pooldoc? You know what I'm saying? But they treated me and Jana really cool, man. Really cool. I had a little conversation with the Dick Flowers that I never thought I'd hear it. I'm not going to repeat it because I feel like it's something that we personally talked about, just him and I. But I mean, the guys are stand-up guys. If you guys have a chance to go out there and chill with those guys, man, all stand up. Silk's cool enough to get me some of that West Coast board riders gear. Just an all-in-all fabulous, fantastic time, and I appreciate everything that those gentlemen did for me and my wife, and I thank them, truly thank them, man. But really good time had by all, brother. Really good time.
Very nice.
Was anybody
Very nice.
drinking Jägermeister with sugar-free Red Bull?
Yes, someone was. Did you get some inside information somewhere? I don't have any chat open right now.
Yeah.
I might.
Oh, he cheated a little bit.
Now, who was that?
I didn't catch
Who was
Let's see,
drinking that?
Who was drinking that?
Yeah.
That was Silk. Yeah, of course.
He said
Yeah.
it's the worst
And like I
beverage
said,
ever.
he's got his. But the funny part about it, Steve, is when Silk shows up, Silk walked into this bar. Now it's not he don't own this bar, but he runs it. That's the Silk bar. The dude goes to the bartender and they immediately give him his own cup. And it's bigger than everybody else's, man. It's a big fucking cup. And they fill it full of the shit that he likes to drink, and Silk goes about and runs his bar and, hanging out with his buds there. You could truly tell that the guys that we were chilling with are friends, and that they're friends of the show. And
Don't ruin it for people.
yeah. No, man, I'm telling you, I don't have anything bad to say about my encounter with the SoCal boys. I think I was freaking excited and humbled that I was even there to chill out with them, So anyway, that's good.
Let's get a little update on the Periscope. Johnny Scabs is just waiting for your computer to crash there, Pooldoc.
Okay.
And what else do we get? Get to the week that was. The week that was. That's Tom, you're going to love the take box that was because it's short, dude. You were bitching about it last time, so we got you covered. Dick Flowers says Silk controls the music also.
Yeah, he does. Silk's in charge. Dick, the coolest thing was the Dick Flowers and Randall playing pool. Man, these guys get into it, brother. This isn't no just like amateur have fun. These guys are kicking some ass.
I got a question. Does Silk treat the women's bathroom like his office?
I don't know.
Like Fonzie?
He could. They'd allow it. I'm telling you. When Silk shows up, man, and I went to the bar to get a beer, because I didn't Uber down there. I was driving, and I didn't want to have too many beers, but I went to the bar to get a beer, and I looked there, and it was like, huh. And someone had a Long Beach shirt on, and I was like, huh. I turned around, and there's Bra hanging out. And these guys, man, when you leave Kits, your bra, as much as you say bra, increases like tenfold. I was saying bra for the next week.
When in Rome, right?
Yeah,
when
brother.
Rome.
Yeah, bra. Yeah. So anyway, just like I said, a fabulous time had by all, and on behalf of me and my wife, I thank everybody for that. Stucknut monthly recap show. We'll get into it. If you have any questions on that, just let us know. 480-788-2568 is the number to call. Like I said, there's a lot on our schedule this evening, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it. We have that tape box that was. We want to talk a little bit about the site.
That was the only thing on the schedule.
You're not supposed to blow my cover.
What was that 3-hour meeting for then? God damn.
Was it 3 hours? That was me. My bad.
Yeah.
Was it?
What was that?
Well, actually, it was 2:58.
Are you pre-recorded?
We didn't quit. Yeah.
This is a pre-recorded show. Don't you know that?
We would never do that.
No.
No, we wouldn't. The take box that was last was so awesome, dude. And I know we have an abbreviated version of it, but I know you've been out of town for a while, man. When do you actually find time to do this shit, brother? I mean, do you just get on it as soon as you got home? Is that what you did?
Okay, this was the thing. So I took the week before I left, so I was gone last week, and I knew that I was going to have shitty Wi-Fi down there because my mom was down there with my dad in the Mayan Riviera, so across the waterway from Cozumel. People don't know where Cozumel is. It's near it's along where the Mayan Riviera is on the east coast of Mexico, and it's a little island off the coast there. And so my parents were in the Mayan a couple of weeks ago, and she tried to send me a picture. She actually met Mike Babcock, who's the Toronto Maple Leafs head coach, and took a picture, and I'm like, I didn't believe her. And so she's trying to send me this picture, and it won't download. So I know the Wi-Fi is going to be shitty down there. So I'm like, God damn, I'm not going to be able to work on the take box. So I actually downloaded all of the audio that I needed, made a few notes so I knew what I was doing, and I actually did it on the plane on the way home.
No shit. On the Wi-Fi on the plane?
No, I had everything on my
download.
computer. Yeah, and I was able to edit it there. But because when we got down there, actually, we almost didn't have any Wi-Fi at all. The first night we got down there, we arrived around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, got settled and everything. Did our first, you do a shore dive, checkout dive, make sure all your gear's okay, because, it gets bounced around and everything in the plane, shit like that. We go to get back, get ready for dinner, take a shower, my wife's in the shower, and there's this fucking loud boom, and a transformer goes out, no power in the entire resort. So apparently a transformer blew in the street across the street. So no big deal. I've got my dive lights and everything. So I got the flashlight, basically lighting up the whole room with these lights. My wife finishes her shower. She's finishing, lights come on, and I'm looking, and this water's fucking dripping from the roof, right?
Nice.
Probably thinking, what kind of shitty hotel are you staying at? Well, this is a little dive resort. I mean, it's nothing fancy, right? But it's always been clean and nice and all the rest of it. So they had a pipe burst in the room above us, so they had to move us. And my wife was kind of pissed off about it, but it ended up working out okay. So
nice.
All told, we got 12 boat dives in. I got 2 shore dives and 2 night dives and 1 twilight dive. So got the video to prove it. So got some really nice video.
Twilight? The hell's a twilight dive?
So you go out just before the sun goes down. So you get some really, really cool cool creatures that start coming out just before the sun goes down, and then we do a night dive.
Hedstrom, I've always considered you to be a very rational human being, or considered you to be a very smart human being. But don't jump in the ocean at night, bro. Have you ever watched Jaws? That's when the shark ate the pretty girl, Hedstrom. Did you hear dun dun? Do you play that in your earphones?
They attack from above. So as long as you get down real quick, you're fine. So they attack from below. I mean, so they attack everything that's above. So as long as you're down below there, you're fine.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you a pass on this one, Hedstrom, but pretty much you want to jump in the ocean when it's bright, daylight. You know what I mean? I mean, stay out of the shark-infested water when you're most vulnerable.
My buddy Vic is in the chat right now, and him and I were on a dive trip one time, and so we're up this place in just up north of where we are, and so this Vic's out getting his gear set up in the back of the truck in the parking lot there, and this guy comes out and he goes, "Are you divers?" And he's like, "Yeah." He says, "What do you see down there?" He's like, "Shipwrecks." And he goes, "Is it clean?" And he goes, "Cleaner than my fucking room." And the guy goes, "I clean those rooms, you know."
I like your interpretation of how he talked.
Oh, that's how he talked. Believe me.
Really?
Yeah.
My first impression was that he was he enjoyed either both parties or just one. I don't know. Nice impression though, Steve. You're looking at us like we're crazy. What you got? You got something to? I know you got something for us. What you got?
I'm depressed because I don't have any story that can top that. That just shows how shitty my life is.
You were at the House of Blues watching some concert the other day. How was that concert?
Oh, that was badass, But,
yeah.
Oh, and I went to the rodeo cook-off, which is, free booze and barbecue. That was Thursday night, so there's not much to talk about. Uh-oh. Hedstrom.
Steve, to me, just kind of seems like the name of somebody who has absolutely nothing going on in their life.
Stucknut.
I can't talk about the cool shit like diving and at night and twilight and all that stuff. And y'all got me beat, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Come on,
how about short?
I'm gonna go back to messing with the tards in the chat room.
Go back, have a good time. That's so awesome.
Hey, Steve, maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm being unfair.
Boy, Rome's all over you tonight. What's
up, Rome?
Deal with him.
Steve-O, I'm talking to you.
Rome, I was with your peeps a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Straight up gangster Rome. Your peeps are the best, man. The best.
And the peeps love Steve. You know that.
I'm just waiting for the invite. They won't invite me out there. I'm ready.
Dude.
It's got to be an open invite, man.
You know what you do, Steve, is do what I did. You don't wait for an invite. You just say, look, we're coming. We're coming to town, man. Let's see what can happen. Steve, if you showed up, I'd want to be there. You know, the flights from our neck of the woods to SoCal are not expensive, Steve. Not expensive. Yeah, trust me, they're pretty damn. I'm
more of an Amtrak guy.
That would be fun too. That would be fun.
No, I'm not.
We need to make a roadie. We need to make a Stucknut radio roadie. Maybe head up north somewhere, closer to Headstrong.
Yeah, let's get a Winnebago and just like tour around.
You all wouldn't be able to be in a Winnebago with me because I would have you guys so second-handed high you wouldn't pass the drug test. So
that's true.
And both of y'all are professionals. I mean, I'm sure you can't hang with someone like me.
We could pull you in a trailer from behind.
I love that. I would love to have my own trailer. All I need is some sort of access to Wi-Fi, a couch, and a lighter. Especially we start our trip in Colorado.
Maybe a small vent in the top for air.
Since we are we are just kind of being a disclosure. How cool is it from some dude in Texas to walk into a dispensary in California and they treat you like a king and you pick up what you want to buy? The stuff that I bought, I'm showing my guys here, was stuff I decided to buy, and I brought home the box. I didn't bring home anything that was in the box, but it's called Los Angeles Kush, and they sell it to you in something like this. It's just a little jar. You see that? And you walk in there and you're not a felon, man.
Again, we can see it, but
you
not everybody else
walk in
can.
and you're not. You walk in and you're not a felon. What'd you think?
Dude, I am in Texas. I am literally felon. I am a felon sometimes. It's just. But to be able to walk in there and they have to take your ID and all that stuff. I guess make sure who you are. And we went in there and we bought some stuff that we wanted to buy, and I realized that Pooldoc don't have a pipe, so I had to go back into that joint and get a little pipe, and
he loves your ass then. No wonder he treats you like a king, man. You're buying the joint out. They had you pegged from the time you walked in there. They're like, look at this guy coming in here. I bet you he didn't even bring his pipe.
Yeah, they said, look at this dude. He's going to spend at least $200 on 4 days of a trip that he will not even be able to consume a third of it. You know what I mean? And ended up leaving it all in California. I gave it to a valet. It's like, man, you smoke? And he's like, yeah, who doesn't? I'm like, here.
Yeah.
He gave all my shit right when we valeted our restaurant. Anyway, Stucknut Radio. Man, we have done exactly the opposite said that I would promise I wouldn't do with you guys. Spend the first 30 minutes talking about traveling. 480-788-2568 is the phone number to dial in if you have a take or if you want to talk about anything. We really don't care. Whatever you want to talk about. If you had a trip down there, if you were able to meet the Dick Flowers and if you were able to meet Randall and the CEO, which is a badass dude, and Silk, if you want to call in and talk to us, man, call on in. If not, we're just going to keep rolling on this bad boy.
You want to go ahead and talk about your trip to Jupiter, Florida?
Oh.
Did you go to Jupiter? No?
Bobby.
Oh.
Bob was coming from soliciting a prostitute, allegedly.
Are we going to talk about that, or are we going to talk about
the obvious take on that? Steve Hedstrom, the obvious take.
We're going to be talking about the penis.
If you're a billionaire,
penis.
You're a billionaire with a B, not a fucking M. You're a billionaire.
Hey, baby, you're looking for a party? 20 for oral, 50 for half and half. Anal will cost you extra.
Penis.
Penis!
What the hell are their girls doing that you have to travel from Boston to Florida to pay them $50-$60 to do, dude? What exactly, Hedstrom, what the hell could they be doing? I mean, the dude's like 78.
Hey, I tweeted earlier, and I'll say it again, okay? Someone needs to introduce Bob Kraft to his right hand. It ain't going to cost him $100, and it ain't going to get him arrested.
He's a billionaire. Go to Go to your goddamn X-rated store and go get you a fleshlight or whatever they are.
Isn't his I don't know if it's his wife or his missus or ever 39 years old? Isn't she a dime piece? Come on. What the fuck's wrong with him?
Dude, he's going to trade that 39-year-old for a couple 20s, you know what I'm saying, next year. So, anyway, Bobby, Mr. Kraft, right before the AFC title game, too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude just blowed his wad.
You know where his priorities are.
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear the opening today with Rome?
I heard yesterday's. I didn't hear today's yet. I just got home 30 minutes before we started.
Very graphic. He describes the entire video.
Oh, there's actual video.
Oh, there's video of him. Yeah.
What was he doing?
In the act.
What was he getting? Was he getting head? What was he doing?
No, she was just skiing.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was it. But no.
She was just skiing.
Penis! Penis! Penis!
Was she cross-country skiing?
Yeah, she was cross-country skiing. No, she was. Yeah.
Oh, my God. What the hell is going on at where is this place and why is it so popular? I mean, I was watching Rome when this shit broke, right before his show started on Friday. Right. And Rome was being real careful on how to address this because, Rome's, he's Rome.
It just hit him just as they got in there, and he's like, and he's got, because it breaks just as he's getting on the air, and he's like, I got to do this. So, but anyways, hey, we got Johnny Scabs on line 4.
Line 4, let's go to the phones. What's up, Johnny Scabs in the house? What's up, brother?
What's up, fuckers? What's going on?
Nothing much, fucker. What are you doing?
Hey, man, I just heard you guys talking about your trip. I saw those scopes, man. It looks like it was fucking pretty tight.
You got to be talking about Hedstrom, right?
Ah, fuck Hedstrom. I was talking about your trip.
Yeah, dude, we had a fucking blast, brother. Anytime anyone has a chance to get down to SoCal, I recommend Huntington Beach and Long Beach, and I recommend going to Kits, man. I mean, it's a little dive bar, Johnny. It's just a little dive bar. It's nothing like special or nothing, but it's at home feel. The best part about it is when you walk in the door, Scabs, these guys are smoking a big fat joint, and no one gives a crap. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird, man.
I tell you what, you've never seen a dive bar until you've been in that fucking shithole, Berea, South Carolina.
Yeah, tell us about that, man. Yeah, what the fuck's up with the grass down there? Like, were you guys like golfing on like Berber carpet, or what the fuck was that?
No, so I asked fucking Dave what course he wanted to play, and he promised he'd suck my dick if I got us on this country club. So I pulled a few strings and got us on this course, and I get down there, and it's like fucking $200. We get on the course just all yellow. I'm like, I had no fucking idea what was going on.
The grass was all fucked up on a $200 course?
Yeah, but the head was great.
Now, were you a little concerned when you saw how he addressed the ball for the first time?
Oh my God, I've never seen someone's fucking feet move like that. And but I tell you, I will say this, though, all kidding aside, he was like one of the nicest people I ever met, and his family was great, and his neighbors were fucking funny. It was cool because his neighbor said, we went to the course by his house, and his neighbor was like, anybody that comes across any little bit of money in Berea, they move to this shithole country club, and these people were amazing, man. I've never seen people drink this much beer in my life.
Now, did you meet the one? Was it Miss Sharon or Miss Shannon, as he calls her?
No, I told Dave I didn't want to meet any of his fucking horny cousins because I didn't want to have to lay pipe when I was down there. I didn't want to be a little tired.
Did he have to trap any possums while you were there?
Yeah, no, we didn't have coon soup the one night. I didn't partake, but fucking yeah, that was a specialty of his. They fry anything down there. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, your arteries must be closed, brother.
No, I feel okay. Hey, did you what happened? Steve was talking about golden tickets, and Rome forgot that Cal won a golden ticket.
Yeah, I don't know. He forgot that Jeff and Southfield won also. So I corrected him, and he's like, "Oh, well, I meant like this season." I'm like, "Well, it is this season. Anything after the last Smack Off is the next Smack Off season." So, yeah, there's 3 golden tickets so far.
I was thinking the last time someone forgot about Cal was when his fucking parents dropped him off at the fire station.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
It's Johnny Scabs if you need him. Just
rack me. I'm out.
Hey, Johnny.
No. You can't go out on your own terms.
Oh, no. God, I was just going to ask him a hell of a question. Fucking Scabs.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? 480-788-2568 is the number to chime in like Mr. Scabs. Get your ass on the Stucknut Periscope banner that we have up. That dude's a trip, Hedstrom.
I know.
Trip, man.
Yeah. It's all a front. It's all got to be a front. I'm telling you.
He's a trip, though.
He is.
He's pretty fucking vicious on Twitter, man.
Yeah, I told him that I was trying to get him a deal, but I was trying to get him a contract, but Steve refused. So.
I don't think it's Steve. Now that I'm starting to figure out this contract bullshit that we have to do here, it's them fucking suits, man.
It is the suits. It is the suits.
Steve, I don't know how you had him, and Steve never has a take on the suit. He just sits here and just looks at us like, why are y'all talking about this? I have to talk to him because they fuck with me like that. They fuck with me all the time, dude. Like, oh, no, you got another show. You know the show. I said, yeah, I know the show's on Tuesday. I'll be there. Oh, well, you need to be in early. We have to have – they're just like trying to dictate how we do this shit, and they're seriously starting to piss me off, them fuckers. You know?
You just need to walk into the room and just say, okay, do I need 2 fingers or the whole fist? I mean, come on, what the hell's going on here? These guys –
Exactly. You know, and these fuckers would probably want to do the whole fist, and they probably want me to fucking fly to Jupiter, Florida to get it. You know what I mean? I can't just give it for free, you know? Fucking rub shaft.
Jeez.
Rub shaft does Jupiter. Quote.
Oh man.
I meant
rub shaft does Jupiter.
Quote.
I love that.
Craft.
Okay.
Rub
was that autocorrect? What was that?
Yeah, I was in a hurry.
Jesus. Stucknut.
Penis!
At some point
Penis!
time.
Penis!
We'll get to the take box that was. I'm so looking forward to take. Hey, I haven't even started the show by acknowledging some of the other Periscope shows out there. You gentlemen mind if I give some love out there to some of the folks that we love to listen to? I want to start out with have y'all seen the Golden Bake Warriors podcast? He's been doing it on Fridays before Nooch does his before Woodscopes. Have you seen that, Hedster? Golden Bake Warriors.
Oh yeah.
That thing's freaking hilarious. His pool story last week versus this week, they changed a little bit, but his pool stories are crazy. He used to be a pool cleaning or chemical service technician, and he's got some pool stories. But the best part about GBW, the Golden Bake Warrior, is you got to really pry him to finish those stories, Hedstrom. He just, he gets caught up in the chat and caught up in what he's drinking and what he's smoking, and just an all in all awesome podcast. And of course, Nooch is going to be
on target.
Yeah, Nooch. Yeah.
Nooch is going to be leaving us for a while. He's going to be moving him and his family to another state. His lungs are incredible. I hope the state of Louisiana can handle the output on his lungs. And I looking forward to seeing the Nooch scopes back in play. And then of course Woodscope still kicking some ass like he always does. just as exciting Friday nights.
Whoa, wood scopes.
When you're dealing with the jungle and you're dealing with some of the jungle peeps out there, just a bunch of nice shows. Anyway, I just wanted to give those guys some props because they definitely deserve props.
And don't forget about
Josh!
Yeah, Josh and his little YouTube thing. He did it a couple times with the hockey thing, but I don't know. Hockey night with Joso.
Yes,
It's been a little bit off and on. So I'd like to see him get out there a little bit longer.
How about the belligerent Canadian podcast? What's
The
up with that
problem
one?
is nobody cares about hockey.
True, that's true. Yeah,
Hey,
the belligerent Canadian. Who did he have on just last? Trying to think of who did he just
I
have
know
on?
Mike in Buffalo, my boy, called.
Yeah, it was Mike in Buffalo. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great call. Mike had a great story about when Kyle went down to Buffalo. There, he had a good rehash of that. That was pretty good. So check out the belligerent Canadian Matt in Vancouver.
Awesome. Stucknut monthly recap. February, the month of February, travel month. 480-788-2568.
Did you have anything interesting like in the airport or on the airplane, or was it pretty easy going?
The first time we flew to Houston, believe it or not, we went the wrong fucking way. And
What?
Yes, we went from San Antonio to Houston to Santa Ana, John Wayne Airport. Of course, the flight from San Antonio to Houston, we were in a really nice United plane that had the videos and all the bullshit, right? And then they put us in some scrub one, for the long almost 4-hour flight to SoCal, which is so fucked up. Same thing happened on the way back. We went from SoCal to Phoenix, and we were in a really nice seats. You can interact. You put out your headphones on, watch movies. I actually watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
I watched Bohemian Rhapsody too.
On the plane, yeah. Pretty
Okay,
good
well,
show.
let's not talk about it.
Sorry, we don't want to spoil the ending for you.
He plays.
No, I'm still getting
are
over
you
Mike
sure-
Brady's death.
Are you sure you don't want to hear about it, Steve?
He's got AIDS.
He did have AIDS.
And he had AIDS.
On
And
the way
when
back,
he had those AIDS,
on the way home, my wife decided not to choose our seats because we were getting such a great deal. We were at the very, very back of the plane. At the very back, right by the shitter. Fucking felt like somebody was farting all fucking
Janet.
day.
What happened to the rule that nobody shits on the bus? Does that not apply to airplanes?
Isn't it crazy how you jump on an airplane and as soon as the motherfucker takes off, someone's got to go take a shit or a piss? Like, it's just like, you were just at the terminal, bro.
What is wrong? What is wrong with people?
You were seriously just at the terminal where there's fine restrooms to be used, But anyway, no, Steve, there was nothing interesting.
Who is it? All right, who just posted this? Someone said you both watched the same. And it was probably Johnny Scabs because it didn't get posted, but it said you both watched the same movie. Why don't you fuck? Nice. But yeah, like it's like my aunt from who lives down in Ohio, who used to live in the 909. Her best line was, "Can't people shit at home?"
I agree, dude.
I don't get it.
I agree.
I just don't get it.
And there was this one lady that ordered some, according to Janet, she was sitting right next to Janet, some nasty smelling sandwich, and had like fucking 4 of those little bottles of wine. And then the chick, I guess smartly, just crashed out, dude. She's like, fuck it. They'll wake me up when I need to get the fuck out of here. And I got another issue since we're talking traveling. Fuck those people that bring those big-ass fucking travel bags and don't check them in. Just check your shit in. It's $30. That's dinner. Give it to the little plane thing instead of fucking everybody dying to get on top of that bin. I hate the fucking travel, to be honest with you.
I hate it myself. I really hate it.
Hey, Pooldoc.
Why do you think I've got the AIDS?
So you said you were in the back of the plane, like by the restrooms, or is that where you said you were?
I believe he said I
You were
believe
in
he
the
said
back
the
of
shitter.
So were you the first one to stand up when y'all landed?
Yeah, exactly.
Just wait it out.
Yeah, the lady next to Jana, she fucking grabs her shit, starts hauling ass. It's like, dude, me and Jana just sitting there like, fuck it. We're not getting out. We're the last ones to leave.
Hurry up and wait, man. Hurry up and wait.
I like the little scam about Group 1, Group 2, and all that shit. Oh, man, just get me on the fucking plane. I don't give a crap.
We had a pretty good scam going. My wife had the had the knee brace going and the cane, and so she just walked up and pre-board, fucking right. And then I hauled in behind her. I mean, she was legitimately injured, right? But I told her, I said, guess what? We're going to be pulling this shit for the rest of the trips we're going to be going on.
Never thought of the injury scam. Now that's a good one.
Oh, you
A
know,
little
you
brace
just go
on
up
your knee.
bums do that all the time on the
sell
side
it.
of the road. You'll see them with slings like on different arms every time. The bums.
The bums.
Yeah.
And their sign.
Yeah.
We'll work for food. You're like, hey, bro, they're hiring at Taco Bell.
They don't
Can I
even
get
like
$1?
strap their slings on properly. They're just kind of hanging off, and it's like, give me some money.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
What an epic show.
Nice,
Hey, wait a minute.
nice radio.
Here in about 10 minutes or so, Heston, we're going to queue up that tape box that was. I mean, we got to get that sucker queued up, get ready here in about 10, 15 minutes, man.
Bottom of the hour, as they like to say. We got to use radio talk. Bottom of the hour.
What the hell are we going to do for 10 minutes?
Oh, geez, we're going to talk about travel,
We're going to talk about travel, yeah.
weather.
Weather? Weather's always good. Yeah, how's the weather there?
Hedstrom gets on first when they look at his face. Scabs.
Man. He's saying you're a tard.
Jeez, Hedstrom.
Oh, this poor guy. Let's let him on first.
Okay.
Poor little fella.
Okay. No comment at all.
What am I going What am I going to say about that? I don't know.
Looks like a nice
So
little
do
guy.
you have to go through so you go through the little passport thingy? Is that hard to do with you when you're traveling? I don't have a passport. I don't think they'll give me one.
Passport?
No, I don't ever travel out of the United States.
And then they let your ass get on a plane?
Yeah, somehow, dude. I show them this fake Texas driver license. It says Texas. Everybody takes a step back. I tell you one thing that happened that I thought was pretty funny. We went to go see the Queen Mary Hedstrom. All right, so we were checking out the Queen Mary. It's this big ass boat in Long Beach, right? Well, that little up and down thingy didn't work, so I just went through it without getting a little ticket so I could pay. So my wife thought it was really funny because when it was come time to pay, I didn't have a ticket, right? And instead of saying, "Hey man, I don't have a ticket," the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Sorry, bro, I'm from Texas. I don't have a ticket."
Works every time, right?
He worked like a champ. I even told him, I said, "Look, here's $10. I don't know what I owe you." He just laughed and said, "Keep going, man." But
Right.
always say you're from Texas.
We've got knee braces and canes, and I'm from Texas, man.
That's all I have to say,
Set.
man. Walked
Set.
in the dispensary, hey, I'm from Texas.
So 12wood said, "Why don't you talk about your chat with him?"
Yes. Yeah, you know what? 12wood called us on his show, and kind of interesting take as an old school guy. I almost feel like I know how Steve's going to feel about this, and I want to go ahead and bring it up and just hear what Steve's take is, and yours too, Hedstrom, on, because we're all old school here, but what the premise that came out of that I got was a caller, Liz, called into 12wood show, and she said that she felt like instead of the callers just coming in once a year, that they should have to work for it, come in like once a month. Therefore that they can keep their takes fresh and stuff like that. Versus on the smack off, you'll have just a guy that like Brad and Corona he actually calls, but say Lep or somebody. They come in and they don't. What do you think, Steve? Do you think that they should not be penalized for not calling all year?
Brad and Corona!
I don't like that call. No, I like it when we don't know who's going to call. Like when I Afraid He pops up some years. It's a surprise.
Yeah. No,
I don't want them to have to call them some shit every month. Just something watered down. Make me waste my time take boxing.
Exactly. The last thing the smack off needs is more rules. I don't know. It doesn't. Rules. What the fuck does it need rules for?
These guys these guys, I mean, I like, even when I talked to 12 Wood, man, I was like, you know, I've never even considered it, and and it's just so fodder that these guys come in on the Smack-Off day, they've earned it, they scratched their ticket. By winning one, you have, you know, you're there.
Carte blanche.
But what they were talking about, guys, is maybe like setting up some sort of like GoFund or something like that to the person that comes in during the year X amount of times and gets, you know, they choose who won particular.
No, stop. Just stop right now. This
Lame.
is getting way, way too complicated.
It's very complicated.
It's a fucking call-in show. It's a made-up competition where people make fun of each other. No, come on. Rules and fund me. No, come on. Don't complicate things, people. The more you complicate things, the less interesting it's going to be. Let it alone. Leave it alone. I mean, you have to. He had to throw in a rule about left. Okay. He had to do that. He had to do that to make it fair for everybody. That's about the only rule that exists in the Smack-Off. Am I correct?
Have a take, don't suck.
Have a take, don't suck, and you know nobody's going to be allowed in. But that was on them. That was on Rome and the crew for allowing that to happen in the first place. They should have known better. They should have known better than to allow Left into the studio in the first place. That's just my keep it simple, people. Keep it very simple.
Well, my only rule change that I think that they could implement would give more time to process all the calls before they declare a winner, whether it be like
instead of the last segment.
Yeah, maybe announce it on Monday, you know, the following Monday or something, or you know, do it on a Thursday and then have Friday just reset the Smack-Off and then announce the winner at the end. You know, something like that, because you're talking about you take calls up until the last segment, and then they have to crunch their numbers, whatever they do, and then declare a winner right there on the spot and get them on the phone, you know, have all that set up. It seems a little rushed, but they've done it 24 times, so, I mean, there's probably another to change it.
The suits aren't
going to allow it to happen. Sorry, Pooldoc. The suits aren't going to allow that to happen. They're lucky to have one day, I think. But sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, and the other issue was brought up is that now there's monetary involved. You know, there's a $5,000 payout. You know, for the winner.
Right.
And like I said, I'm just here giving the take that I listened to it, and you know, as they were presenting their views, it sounded something like that. That it sounded something to me like maybe they could figure something out, but I wanted to bring it to you guys.
No. Well, okay. Well, and 12wood brings up a good point in the Periscope chat. He says, "Do you guys like that no one calls anymore?" Well, I think people are calling more now. I mean, in the past, I understand what he's saying, like where guys would only call in during the Smack-Off. But Brad's been in more this year than he's ever been, right?
Yeah.
And the only then he also brings up a good point. Momentum is gone by Monday. So to be able to drag it out to Monday, I don't think is a good thing. I would have to agree with that. If that's what he's saying, I mean, you'd have to, you know, I don't want to speak for him or anything, but.
Okay, I have another idea. Let me be the eye in the sky, and y'all could throw a challenge flag, and then I'll come in and help declare the winner.
Nice. I like that idea because I'm
Stucknut